Welcome. Today we're discussing the critical necessity of secure collaboration for sovereign data within defense and intelligence operations. This is about transforming isolated fortresses into a secure, interconnected ecosystem. Imagine the scenario. It's 2 a.m. inside a highly classified operations center. An analyst is staring at a pattern that doesn't quite add up. She needs one more data point to make sense of it all. She knows the data exists, but it's in a database 3 floors down, in a different agency, under a different classification. She submits a formal data request. It's approved. 11 days later, the window she was tracking closed in 4 hours. Every organization here has done its job exactly right. The data is locked down. The systems are sovereign. The environments are isolated. And still, every analyst has faced this exact problem. The missing piece of information is there, in another system, close enough to matter, out of reach when it counts. You've built the right architecture. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is working as designed. Each OCI region is sovereign. Each environment is isolated. Each organization controls its own data, keys, and policies. That foundation doesn't change. But threats don't respect boundaries. The issue was never the fortress. It's the space between them. You can't share data if you don't trust how it will be handled. So the choices have always been: expose your data, or stay blind, or wait 11 days when the decision window is 4 hours. That's the gap. And that's where Duality comes in. Duality is the trust layer that sits on top of OCI, connecting agencies and environments without moving raw data. Nothing is exposed. Nothing is transferred. What moves is the result. Encrypted insights, model outputs, answers. OCI is the fortress. Duality is the secure connection between them. Let me show you what that looks like. We'll start with cross-department analysis. An analyst submits a query across 3 departments: health, social security, and education. These data sets have never been connected, and they never will be. And yet, within seconds, the system identifies overlapping individuals across all 3. Patterns emerge, connections, actionable insights. And all of it happens without exposing the privacy or security of a single record. In mere seconds, the system bridges the gap between these 3 sovereign ministries. It performs a secure, cross-departmental handshake, surfacing the critical overlaps between health, social security, and education records that were previously invisible. Patterns that once took weeks of manual deconfliction now emerge as a unified operational picture, providing total visibility without a single byte of raw data ever leaving its home department. The true transformation lies in how we empower the human at the center of the mission. It all begins with a single, natural language prompt. Imagine an investigator at the tactical edge. They simply enter a single query to initiate the search. Instantly, the system doesn't just return a list. It starts a dynamic drill down. The investigator identifies an anomaly and peels back layers of the data in real time. As the pattern tightens, they realize more context is needed. Without a formal request or an 11-day wait, they issue another prompt to dynamically pull in federated datasets, such as cross-border financial trails. The system integrates these new nodes on the fly, allowing for an even deeper drill down until the missing data point is clearly identified. Crucially, every prompt and every pivot happens inside a secure enclave. The raw data stays home, the query is encrypted, and sovereignty remains absolute. Now take that same model into an active investigation. A law enforcement agency is tracking cryptocurrency wallets tied to a cybercrime network. They need to query data held by multiple external organizations. But the moment they reveal what they're investigating, they compromise the operation. Instead, the query is encrypted before it leaves the agency's system. In the past, querying external organizations was a massive tactical liability. The mere act of asking revealed the target and compromised the mission. Now, instead of months of manual deconfliction, they interact with a unified interface. They issue a query to search for specific transaction signatures across multiple federated banking and exchange partners simultaneously. As the initial results flow in, the investigator doesn't stop at the surface. The pattern begins to sharpen in real time. And throughout this entire process, the query remained encrypted. The data owners saw nothing, the target stayed oblivious, and the mission remained absolute. Multiple use cases with a single core principle. Collaboration without exposure. Control without isolation. We're seeing this shift globally. Across defense, government, and financial institutions, moving from isolated systems to secure collaboration by design. You've already built systems you can trust in isolation. OCI gives you sovereignty. Duality makes it usable across boundaries without breaking them. That last data point was always there. Now it's no longer out of reach.